Alright, so I am Skybills, and this is a Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Warpless submission. I'm going to be doing this with Proa and Ryko Rider. It should be a three-way race between us. I'm also submitting 100% with Mitch Flower Power. Please see my other video in another category. And I believe I'm going to be doing a solo submission as well. So this is the Warpless one, though, the one that is going to be with Proa and Ryko Rider. And here we go. So, it's World 1, but we're starting out in World 5. We also have Pink Mario. We can alter the color of Mario whenever we want to. Now, if I was feeling bold, I would take those two Hammer Brothers and see if we can get some items out of them, but we kinda don't want to do that. So, we're gonna be looking for a fortress. We don't know where this fortress is. But we're gonna be looking for a fortress to get that lock open. Until then, I am going to look for a power-up because it's Randomizer. But one of the new features of the Randomizer for this year is Fred has moved around some of the stages. And what does that mean? That means the overworld's gonna be crazy, and we don't get to see a lot of features from the overworld in Mario 3 Randomizer. We'll get to see the bridges opening up and closing, and some of the Hammer Brothers moving around, but truly where these tiles are is really remarkable. So here, we got greedy. We got really greedy, because this is a GDQ submission video. There we go. And we found a hammer! So getting greedy is awesome! Do you want to know why getting greedy is awesome? This is why getting greedy is awesome. We don't know what block that fortress would have broke, so we decided to opt for the hammer usage instead. You'll see Mitch and I very much getting greedy here in these random runs, and just so none of them have the potential to get too nasty, we're going to have Fred Coughlin, or another expert in Mario 3 Randomizer, make sure these seeds are entirely fair, they don't lead us on a wild goose chase anymore. We call them vetting seeds. Making seeds appropriate for marathon performance. Mitch may have gone for the Hammer Brothers down there, but in a little while, it might even be a demo, I don't want it to be, but maybe in a little while you'll see why. The Hammer Brothers are very difficult in this, and that is an understatement. If you're gonna fear one thing in Mario 3 Rando, and yes, I did just grab that tail, you're not just seeing things, but we'll get to that in a second. But back to the Hammer Brothers. The Hammer Brothers should be feared the most in this Rando. Getting the 5-up because anything can happen in Rando, at least getting one set of 5-ups are good. We probably won't need all of them, but they're good to have. Alright, so a note about auto-scrollers. There are two that still exist. There's this one, 5-9, because, again, most of the auto-scrollers are removed. With 5-9, if we take the auto-scroller out, bricks. We don't want any broken stages in our randomizer, so we left the auto-scroller in here for safety purposes. So we're just gonna kind of chill here. This would be probably a time to read donations if we have them. Because again, we probably won't be seeing a ton of auto-scrollers. Whew, that was a tough spot for that Flame Chomp too here. Even though I think that's where it appears normally, but still, you always want to see that sprite change up. Because that's what Rando does, it also changes up the sprites. Alright, so that was a pretty relatively short first world. Ideally, we would have wanted to get the Hammer Brothers because we do not have Spade card games enabled. And no, we always don't get vanilla airships, it just happened to happen for World 5 here. We're still gonna get Roy. Oop, it's Moonshoes Roy. Gotta watch out, especially with those hitboxes. Making sure I don't die here is important. Alright, so that was a 5-hit Roy. Cubic hits can be anywhere between 1 and 5 hits. Kind of provides for an interesting scenario. So, the worlds are going to tend to be pretty short here. unlike Hundo, Warpless is very short. And also, don't worry about these messages. We'll make sure those are vetted as well to be all family friendly. You're not going to get anything nasty in here, we assure you. We understand the climate that GDQ likes to provide. You will get dad jokes, however. That we can prevent. Dad jokes are fun. Alright, so we may have to travel out to that fortress without a hammer. I may check my inventory really quickly, but I don't believe we got one, or an extra one, I should say, because we used one in the last world. So again, Spade Game is taken out, if anything, just to eliminate either really good RNG or really bad RNG and to keep the race close. It's important. What is up with— Alright, so I did my Hundo recording today, and to give you an idea, that's the same spot Boss massacred, so what is the audience like? The answer is always more Boss Bass. If y'all get to see a lot of Boss Bass, should this run get accepted into a GDQ, expect to see lots of donation messages entitled Gulp, Boss Bass, etc. It's a funny thing to see. It's fun for the crowds, not so much for me. Alright, well that's for later on, so I guess we're gonna go this way. It's just 7-7, nothing really too bad. Now you may think, if all of the power-ups are swapped, what if this level soft locks? The answer is it can't, you're always going to get started with this level. Fred Coughlin has been working on this randomizer for a number of years, and throughout the years of drought, tons of meticulous playtesting. We know approximately what's going to work and what's not going to work, and we've pretty much seen the best and the worst of what this game can throw at us in terms of softbox. Fred has all of that taken care of, and it's not to be a concern for the marathon. Alright, so we arrive at this fortress, which will unhinge that lock, and oh, it is the Air Force! Alright, I'm gonna focus here for a second, and I'll give you some more commentary in a second here, but I gotta focus on not dying first. This is not an easy stage to do small. On that note, the other runners and I are trained to do every single level, Small Mario only if need be. We prefer not to do them that way, but we know how to do all of them, except for obvious levels that you get the power of which they're in there, because again, we try to prevent soft blocks. Boom Boom. And no, Boom Boom hasn't been randomized. Boom Boom will always be Boom Boom. How could we after the last AGDQ? Boom Boom's popular now. Now the hitboxes are kind of funky on those, so I just watch between the cycle there. That's really the best time to kill those when you're Small Mario only. Okay, it's the third airship. We'll still have the same boss, mind you, but the boss crit earthquake. Every boss has a random chance earthquake. Ooh, then we're gonna be facing the boss in Small Mario. This is gonna be fun. Watch them hitboxes. Oh, what a time to get a one-hit Koopa. I'm okay with that. Alright, now would be another good time for donations. You get this little bit of downtime between each world. A lemon tree. Some of these are pretty funny. Alright, so, Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take a death here, if only because I'm not doing Hundo and I'm still in Hundo mode, if I'm being honest. So this is Warpless again, not Hundo. We're gonna be taking pipes here to try to find the right one. Oh, that's heartbreaking. Alright, everybody keep your fingers crossed that this is the one. There's 2 fortresses in World 7. One of them will unlock this final lock. It could be this one, so let's send some good vibes out there. If this were a properly vetted seed, that would be the one to take care of the lock there. Alright, so we got lucky. A thing I'm not used to in randomizers, quite frankly, so, good stuff, good stuff. And again, if this was a properly vetted seed, that's what would happen. So, there you go. When I grab this, you always want to have 2 power-ups if possible. It's randomizer, anything can happen with the sprite swaps. So, like right there, we have a Nanny Blooper. And we have a Bertha. Not to be confused with Fast, mind you. Okay, so we're gonna actually take this level. If we had a music box, I might not even skip it, honestly, because this is a really good level. It has a power-up at the end. This level's not true. Oh, as if this wasn't dangerous enough, we have a bass down there. So that was a thing. And that's what I needed when I entered the level. This game tells many funny jokes. Alright, what we got here? Alright, we have the second airship here. Unfortunately, we can't perform the skip because we don't have a tail. But we did get a mushroom. Happy about that. Not a lot of items so far, and here's why. We actually, Raiko, Kuro, and I have agreed to disable the spade card game because A, who wants to be watching a card game? This is a AGDQ, you're supposed to be going fast through stages, not playing cards. So, again, alright, I disagree with that hitbox. Oh. The Koopa Link hitboxes in this game stink. Alright. Oh my. Alright, we're gonna test the anchor. Anchor's a start. The anchor can be a random item, by the way, so that kind of adds a fun element to the mix here. Whew, you're gonna see Mitch and I play with all sorts of iframes and star expires and stuff. That was definitely a thing. Okay, so this stage is not easy. There can be swap sprites at the end, so we're going to want to be really careful with the final jump in this stage. Hopefully we'll get a nice tail in here and not have too many issues. Gotta be careful though, a star here is truly trolled, so we can't go into a fight with it. And we got a tail. Iron Jesus truly loves us today. Alright, so we're just gonna take easy fly over here at the end. No big deal. Just trying to get to those pipes right now. Oh, that's splitting blooper though. That creates a lot of lag in this game. so that was one of the lost levels. I talked about this a little bit in my Hundo video, but there are at least, I believe, 10 playable lost levels, and might get a chance to see some of them. One of the lost levels includes one of the toughest stages in the game, so we'll definitely want to hope we get to see that. I don't think anyone's going to be doing third door in Rando. Alright. So those were all relatively short stages, which is good. Alright, so 7-4, normally a stage reload in Randomizer, not so bad. So Fred has altered this stage to make it more bearable, especially without an auto-scroller, because otherwise we could create softbox with the way the camera normally pans over, but instead, Fred has redesigned the level to have the Electro feel towards the bottom. It creates for a nice leisurely swim across what is normally a headache nightmare stage. Oh, and these things you always wanted to see killed? There you go. That's how you kill all lava lotus. Get out of here. Let's see if we can find another hammer here. We'll take a Jugum Pod, those are really good in Warpless as well, but they are a double-edged sword for sure. Alright, we have access to 2 different pipes here, unless one leads to the other, we should be fine here. And actually, while we're here, let's take care of this hammer brother. We're actually going to be able to finish World 3 right here. Not much of a use for that item right now, sadly. Had to try for it, though. Alright, so unfortunately with the way the pipes lined up, this was pretty unlucky, but that's alright. Still a short stage. So we're gonna have to go get past the other fort. And again, a bedded seed would make sure we only would have to defeat one of the fortresses here. Yo, thanks for those. Alright, so right here... Yo, all the hosts, thank you very much. Normally this would be an auto-scroller, but thanks to the magic of Randomizer, we don't have to wait through what would normally be a laborious stage. So some stages, such as airships, and even some of Bowser's artillery, like the Army Navy and such, those actually have some T-Speak strats to them. So, nothing too bad to see here. The only sprite that we're really worried about per se is the one at the end. This one right here can take a hit no matter what. Okay, that one's not bad. We were lucky that that was only a dry run. So if that was a Boo or Hot Foot, we probably would have lost our flower there. Thank you all again for those. If I'm reading this properly, this should be our fight. Yep. So, that was considered a long World 3. Well, it's World 4, but y'all get my point. If that's what's considered long, it's really not too bad. And some of the other stages can be shorter too, so... Overall, not terrible, considering what that could have been. Ooh, an earthquaking Wendy. You hate to see this happen. You just hate to see this happen. Alright. Happy to be past that. I am very happy I had a fire flyer there. No one wants to see a 5-hit 1D with Earthquake. Also use Spoony Bird in this Final Fantasy alignment. Alright, let's see where this goes. Probably nowhere good, but we're gonna take a look anyways. And no hammer means no bonus, but that's fine. Alright, so again, another relatively short stage. Alright, nice use of iframes there. You just love to see that happen in that stage. Yo, thanks for the raid. Thank you. Let's see what I've got. Let's take this star and see what we got going on in here. So, this is a stage where some runners would want to try and clip if they have the means to, but others might not. And here's why they might opt out of it. You have to clip 4 times perfectly, and the odds of it being a clip... Not sure what I hit there. A clip-friendly level is low, so you're probably going to see a lot... Whoa! And that is just the kind of reflexes you need to have to properly play a randomizer. Now, that Angry Sun's going to animate at any point. When it does, it's just not going to be pretty. Okay, you want to wait? Yo, we got the sun. Well, that was an interesting level with the Angry Sun. Past it now, though. Well, that was the end of the game. Ah! Was there a double one-up in there? Yep. And plus we have a Juggernaut Cloud. Alright, what do we got here? We're gonna save our Jugum Cloud for any kind of auto-scroller stage that appears to might be a pain in the butt. Alright, so again, no auto-scroller there. Interesting take on the stage. So again, we're looking for those hammers right now. There's a hammer, there we go. See, sometimes you gotta ask the game moves. Now here, I would be normally tempted to take a death here, but you know what? I am going to be a good sport and play this, because this is the hardest stage in Rando, and I want y'all to see why. So, lag there caused me to run into that. Lag is a huge role here. Alright, can I get that feather? Can I get... Okay. Ugh, this stage has got it in for me today. Oh my goodness gracious, there's no way to run here! Okay, that was a nice use of Mario's hitboxes, so there you go, AGDQ. Mario's hitbox is in a nutshell. Just need to make sure there's not a bass on the other side here. We have a bass now. Looks like a good one. Good deal. Whew. That is a stage. That is a stage. Alright, we have a star. Not bad. I would normally be tempted to use my hammer here, but we can use the hammer later on to reduce the amount of stages we need in place. I think we're gonna tough these 4 cases out. We normally, if you really wanted to skip these stages, you could take the cloud and the hammer, but why waste 2 perfectly good items right now? Item management is part of Warpless Randomizer. Gonna wait for that hot food to subside there. This is the second toughest stage in the game. Well, it's the toughest stage in vanilla, and the second toughest in this, because there's a lost level that's actually tougher than this. Really want to hang on to our power-up here. Our power-ups are few and far between right now. So there's actually a much faster way to do this, but because we're limited on items, and we're doing that for a reason, decided to get that. Wonder if there was a fortress here earlier. Yep, gotta do that for it to break that fortress. So, kind of unlucky world 5 here, but it happens. But this is a pretty short fort, even with this factored in. We'll get a tail back, which is good. Let's see what we got here. Nice. Those, unfortunately, I don't know why I said that, because that doesn't get swapped normally. That is one of the stagnant ones, the ones that always stay the same for this reason, because this is the only way out of the fortress. So again, these seats can vary. These can vary anywhere from 30 minutes to 45, and we're going to probably place a 45-minute estimate. This is considered a more unlucky seat. This is a short fort. I'm happy I didn't use my cloud there. I'd considered using my cloud here, but no need. Well, that was a fun use of the dry bones. There we go. So, again, boost down some boom boom. As per usual, that doesn't change. And again, to clarify, we'd all be playing on the same seat as well. We're not going to be playing on 3 different seats. That would just be silly. Let's hope we picked a good one. This is a good level. Nice short one. This was a good pick. Alright, next airship. That was a little longer because of the way the layout was, but again, these seats will be gutted to fit any kind of time frame the GT needs. So, if y'all prefer a shorter seat, we can make sure shorter ones. If you want a mid-length one, we can do that as well. That was not fun. Well, that was a good spawn for that at least. Alright, let's get out of here. Are we dead? We're not dead. Alright. Should have been dead there, probably, but we're good to go. We still have our hammer saved up, too. So what do we have left? World 4? World 2? Yeah, World 4 and 2 are at least left. Obviously 8's left, and there's one other one. Here's World 2. We're gonna take a death here. We're gonna cloud over this one. Because this stage is long, and we have the luxury of doing that because this is Warpless. I don't like using my P-Wing here, but that could have been a really bad stage, and I did not trust myself. So at least have our tail here as well. If this was 6F3, this would have been a really good choice to have this. Yeah, thanks for this. Alright, so we're gonna use our hammer here. Yeah, definitely a good choice. And this is a really short stage, so this world will end up being pretty short. Lots of skip stages there. And again, we do that instead of the Superman jump because since the sprites are swapped, it's not reliable to do the Superman jump, so we can apply there instead. Alright, we're just gonna take the airship at this point. No point to do extra Hammer Brothers at the or extra stages, I should say, not Hammer Brothers, for a chance. We wanna assure we don't have to do extra stages and things, so we're gonna let those lie. Ideally, we would have liked to get one or a gold for those, but that kind of thing happens. Alright, good deal. Okay. 2 more worlds to go. One of those is World 8. And I think our final one is World 4. We don't know where this pipe's gonna take us because, again, things are on random spots in the overworld. That is hilariously bad. Alright, so here's the Water Hammer Brothers stages I've been talking about, both this and Warpless, or in Hundo as well. Alright, what can that hammer do for us? Not much. We're better off grinning and bearing these fortresses and using this hammer in World 8, I would say. So, in Rando, especially in Warpless, you have to make these kinds of decisions on the fly. And here, this would have been a really sad fortress to skip. Ooh, this is not a good enemy placement, though. Jeez. This is feeling like all forwards here all over again. Well, that was unpleasant. This is kind of a gutsy call doing this instead of... Aw, darn it. And I don't think I have any clouds left, so I'm gonna be forced to do that again. That's what I get for trying to go fast. We're gonna take the pipe this time, as you should do when you don't have a power-up. Alright, there's a power-up. So that's gonna happen every now and then with Rando, just something's gonna lag the screen and something's gonna crush you. I normally don't take that other way too often, but I've been trying to get used to it lately because you can get a possible star kill there. Nice tight kill of Sludge Brother. So now here, if we happen to get an auto-scroller or something long, we're gonna try the other stage. You always do that when the path branches out. You actually don't want to start on this stage. You want to be able to ride these cheap cheeps throughout the stage because it's shorter. Beautiful. And that's that stage. This stage is actually a ton of fun. Used to not like it, but once you learn the strats to that one, it's pretty awesome. Alright, now back to the airship. Now, admittingly, most of the times they're gonna fall way before the 40-minute mark. It's just this seat in particular had a little bit of an attitude problem as far as the routing is concerned. So expect to see these runs between 35 and 45. I believe one of my fellow submitters had a lucky 30-minute run. You will probably see that same 30-minute run from me with my solo run, because I had that. But you can expect to see some of the solo stuff be applied here as well. So it all depends on the overworld layouts as well. But again, we'll make sure to vet it to make it fit within that time frame. That is one of the few times I've seen that hitbox. Alright, cool. Alright, final world, we have a hammer. We're feeling good, we have a hammer suit. So this could be an instant world, we'll see. It depends on the overworld layout. Alright, we have 2 hammers to spare. It's a good day. So again, this is Warpless. We have 2 hammers. Let's just try to find Bowser's Castle. Well, that's a start. Don't want to be stuck there. Nice overworld layout so far. We'll be willing to do this one stage, just to get a look at that other fight. And it's the Navy too, so this is pretty easy. Going through another pipe is always a good thing in World 8. Let's see what we get here. Alright, so that's one of the hand stages. Let's get this real quick and get the you-know-what out of here. you're always gonna have that tail available to you again. That way we prevent soft blocking. Pretty efficient here. Alright, we are looking for a very specific pipe. That was not the one we were looking for. That's a dead end. I do not know if we went this way. If not, we're gonna backtrack and then just try going up at the end. Yeah. We are going to do just that. Because I think we have it narrowed down. We have the hammer too to clear it, which is nice. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna focus here. So a lucky hammer there really could have made a difference in the race. That's kind of exciting, to be honest. Pretty exciting finish, if you ask me. Alright, and I believe we are out of this seed. Alright, and that's it. This would have been a really close race, actually, because I know one of the other runners had a 41, so... Not a terrible time, considering, what the seed threw at us. I mean, we had to go through most of the fortresses in this one, so 42 is pretty good for this one. Alright, cool. And well within our estimate of 45 minutes. And even then, this was one of the worst case scenarios, and we were still 3 minutes under estimate, or just about 3 minutes under estimate. So, that's what you can expect. We're gonna try to avoid mushroom houses. We're not gonna have this big game turned on. It's just us, the game, and power-ups. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So please consider this. Again, this is for the three-way race between myself, Radico, and Proa. There are 2 other submissions for me. I have a hundo, and that has a separate video with Mitch Flower Power, and then a solo showcase. So please consider this for AGDQ. Thank you again for watching.